lovely children, welcome to today's class on English. So children, today I am going to share with you all a wonderful story. The writer of the story is Indira Mukherjee and she has put before us a wonderful story from the land of Manipur. So the name of the story is Who Will Be Ningthou? The name of the story is Who Will Be Ningthou? So you must be wondering, what is the meaning of the word Ningthou? Ningthou means the king. So this story is about a king and his kingdom. So let's begin the story. What happens? In the land of Kanglepak is the name of the kingdom, there lived a king who is called Ningthou and Leima, his queen. Ningthou and Leima were very nice people and they were always caring and worried about their miyam. Miyam means the people who lived in their kingdom. They always wanted their people to be happy, to be peaceful, and not only their people, they wanted everything in their kingdom to be happy and peaceful. Like they thought about the birds, the trees and also the animals. This Leima and Ningthou had 3 sons, Sanajaoba, Sanayami and Sanatomba. The 3 sons were also very good and brave, and years passed by and they grew up. And after 12 years, this king and queen, they also had a daughter. Her name was Sanatombi. She was a young and beautiful girl and she was beautiful and soft both inside and outside. That means she was also very much caring and loving like her parents. So years passed by and gradually the king was also growing old and he was worried about his kingdom. So one day he called all his ministers or মন্ত্রী সভার সবাইকে ডেকে পাঠালো. He wanted to discuss something. What was that important discussion? He called all of them and he wanted to declare something. ও একটা কিছু বলতে চাইছিল, কি বলছিল? সে বলছিল যে he wanted to decide who will be the future king of his kingdom. ওরা কি ভাবছিল যে ওর বড় ছেলে সেই হবে রাজা, কিন্তু the king denied that. He said, this age old tradition I don't believe. I don't want my elder son only to be the king. I want to give each of them equal opportunity. আমি প্রত্যেককে একটা সমান opportunity দিতে চাই. And how can this happen? সেটা কি করে সম্ভব opportunity equally? সেটা the king thought of a plan. সে একটা বুদ্ধি বের করলো. What was the plan? He said that he wanted to hold a contest. ও একটা contest hold করতে চায়. কি contest? A horse race. The king wanted to hold a horse race by the help of which he can decide who will be the future king, the Tungi Ningthou of Kanglepak. Tungi Ningthou means the new king. In Manipuri language, Tungi Ningthou means the new king. So in this chapter you will be getting to know lots of Manipuri words, and I will be also going to tell you all the meaning of these words gradually. So this is very interesting to me. I hope this will be also interesting to you all because by this chapter you can be able to learn some new words of a different language. So okay, let's continue. তারপর কি হলো? সে বলল যে he wanted to hold a horse race. So a day was decided, একটা দিনক্ষণ নির্দিষ্ট করা হলো এবং they all went to a field. একটা মাঠে গেল and মাঠে দেখা গেল there was at the end of the field there was a big banyan tree. The banyan tree in Manipuri language is called the Khongnang. So all of them saw the banyan tree. Khongnang বলা হয় মণিপুরি ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজে, আর আমাদের ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজে বলা হয় কি বটগাছ। একটা বিশাল বড় একটা বটগাছ ছিল মাঠের একদম শেষ প্রান্তে। So what they did, everyone they decided that 3 of them, the 3 sons, the Sanajaoba, Sanayama and Sanatomba, 3 of them will start a horse race from a certain point, from the same point, and whoever will reach that Khongnang, that banyan tree first, he will be declared as the king. Okay, the race started and with very much enthusiasm everybody started clapping and they started the race. And what happened finally? When the race got over, যখন শেষ হলো রেসটা, সবাই কি দেখতে পারলো? যা দেখতে পেলো সেটা দেখে সবাই একদম অবাক হয়ে গেল. Everybody was surprised to see what had happened then. What had happened? Can you all guess? No? Okay, let me say to you all. What they saw, that the three of the sons of the king, Sanajaoba, Sanayaimi and Sanatomba, they all reached the final destination at the same time. একদম শেষ প্রান্তে বটগাছের সামনে ওরা তিনজন একই সময়ে গিয়ে পৌঁছালো. They reached at the same time. So now a confusion arises. এখন কি হলো? সবার মধ্যে একটা confusion, একটা surprise arise হলো. Now what will the king do? এখন king কি করবে? So he has to do something. It was decided earlier that whoever reaches the Khongnang first will be declared as the king. But now this did not happen. Three of them were equally talented and capable, so they reached at the same time. So now the king was also in confusion. Now the king and queen decided and they discussed between themselves. ওদের মধ্যে আলোচনা করলো, করে they thought of another plan. আরেকটা বুদ্ধি বার করলো. He told to all his sons, three of his sons, that you all have qualified and reached the same place at the same time. Now do something extra. Extra কিছু একটা করো যেটা দিয়ে we can decide who will be the king, because same জিনিস দিয়ে decide করা যায় না, তো extra কিছু তোমাদের করতে হবে. So the sons were also thinking what to do. তখন এমন সময় কি হলো যে eldest son Sanajoba, সে কি করলো, ও হর্সে উঠে একটু ওর স্পিয়ারটাকে হাতে সোজা করে ধরলো, ধরে he started riding, and after some time what he did, he just threw the spear. ওর স্পিয়ারটাকে জোরে ছুঁড়ে মারলো. কোন দিকে ছুঁড়ে মারলো? Towards the Khongnang, towards the banyan tree. Banyan tree দিকে ও ছুঁড়ে মারলো. ছুঁড়ে মারার পর কি হলো? What had happened? The banyan tree got split into two halves. দু ভাগে banyan ট্রিটা একদম ভেঙে মাঝখান থেকে ফেটে গেল, ভেঙে গেল. And what he did again, ওটা মাঝখান থেকে যখন ফেটে গেল, ভেঙে গেল, ওই গ্যাপটা দিয়ে he just passed with his horse. ও horse he just went through the gap formed in the banyan tree and passed between the gap, and he went to the other side. চলে গেল. And everybody was surprised. They were shouting. The people who were watching this incident, they were shouting, Fajay, Fajay. Fajay means excellent, wonderful. ওরা খুব excited হয়ে গেল to see this incredible thing happening in front of them. So this was the first son. Okay, he did something different to prove his capability. Now it was the turn of the second son. So what is going to happen then? The second son, Sanayaima, what he did, he also mounted his horse. ওর হর্সে চড়ে গেল. ও হর্সে চড়ে কি করলো? He started riding towards the Khongnang. ও banyan tree দিকে আস্তে আস্তে করে রাইড করা শুরু করলো. He was going towards the tree. Suddenly when he was about to reach near the tree, যখন গাছের খুব কাছাকাছি সে পৌঁছতে শুরু করলো, তখন সে কি করলো? He was saying something to his horse. ওর হর্সকেও কিছু একটা বলছিল. কি বলছিল? He was urging him to ride higher and higher and higher. ওকে বলছিল যে, হর্সটাকেও কিছু একটা বলছিল. কি বলছিল? যে তুমি আরেকটু উঁচুতে উঠো, আরো জোরে, আরো উঁচুতে লাফাও, রাইড করো. তো ওই বলতে বলতে what happened? The horse and the horseman, that is the second son, Sanayaima, what they did, they just flew over the tree and landed on the other side in a wonderful motion. খুব সুন্দর করে, in a very clean and nice way, the second son, he rode over the banyan tree. অনেক বড় হয়, ওই গাছের উপরে সে হর্সটা দিয়ে একদম লাফিয়ে চড়ে উল্টো সাইডে গিয়ে সে খুব সুন্দর করে গিয়ে ল্যান্ড করলো. People were just awestruck. ওরা দেখে একদম অবাক চোখে দেখতেই রইলো যে এটা কি হলো. মানে একদম এত সুন্দর করে ও উঁচু গাছটার উপর দিয়ে ক্রস করে উল্টো সাইডে গিয়ে পড়ে গেল, মানে গিয়ে ল্যান্ড করলো. They were just shouting with excitement. ওরা প্রচন্ড এক্সাইটেড হয়ে গেল. So this was the second son. He also did something really incredible. সবাই তো এবার অবাক হয়ে গেল. They were just, holding their breath. এখন কি হবে? Next what? Next কিছু নিশ্চয়ই হবে না, যেহেতু কিং সবাইকে বললো যে তোমরা তোমাদের ওয়ার্থ প্রুভ করো so that you can be the future king. So the first son and the second son proved it. Now it was the turn of the third son. Everybody in that place were holding their breath. Ekdom shashruddha obostha, ekdom they were just eager to know. So the third son was the youngest son. His name was Sanatomba. Now it was his turn. What he did, you know? He also started riding his horse. Oh, ghorate chollo, ghora chore. He also was going towards the Khongnang, towards the banyan tree. মনে হচ্ছে সবাই এই banyan tree টাকে একদম টার্গেট করে রেখেছে right from the beginning. So ও কি করলো, ও সেম করলো, banyan tree টার দিকে আস্তে আস্তে করে he started moving towards the banyan tree. ওখানে গেল, and what he did, you know, he uprooted the banyan tree, holded it on his hands and brought it and put it at the feet of his parents. ওটাকে গাছটাকে uproot করে ফেললো, একদম root show ওটাকে তুলে ফেললো, তুলে এনে ওর প্যারেন্টস এর পায়ের কাছে এনে রেখে দিল. So this was the third son who was willing to prove his worth in this manner. এইভাবে ও ওর নিজের ওয়ার্থটাকে প্রুভ করলো. So things went on. এইভাবে করে তিনটা ছেলে তিনজনের ওদের ওয়ার্থ প্রুভ করে দিল যে someone just split the tree and ran in between, someone flew over the tree and someone uprooted the tree and brought it to his parents. Now the three things happened. Again there was a huge confusion. আবার শুরু হলো যে তিনজনই তো করলো and three of them did some incredible things. Now what will happen? এখন কি হবে? So everybody was worried and looking at each other. একজনের মুখের দিকে একজন দেখছিল, বলছিল যে কি হবে ভাবছিল. এমন সময় the king and the queen, what they did, they saw towards their daughter Sanatombi. She was a small girl, maybe 5 or 6 years old. They just saw at her, and what they could see a very sad face. The young girl Sanatombi, she was really very sad. She looked really sad and she just got up from her place and she came towards the Khongnang. She was about to cry, almost about to cry. Bishon kado kado cheharai she bolchilo, the Khongnang is dead. The spear killed him. Eldest brother chilo, যে স্পিয়ারটা দিয়ে এটাকে অ্যাটাক করেছিল, এটার ফলে খোংনাংটা কি হলো, সে খোংনাংটা মারা গেল. ইট ওয়াজ ডেড. অ্যান্ড ডিউ টু দিস হোয়াট হ্যাপেন্ড, ইউ নো, যে পাখিগুলো ছিল ওখানে বাসা করে খোংনাংটার মধ্যে, এরাও কিন্তু দে ওয়ার অলসো ফ্লাইং হিয়ার অ্যান্ড দেয়ার. ওরা এদিক ওদিক ঘুরছিল এবং দে ওয়ার চার্পিং লাউডলি, খুব জোরে জোরে ওরা ডাকছিল, কারণ ওদের যে এই এত বিশাল একটা গাছের মধ্যে কি হয়, অনেক পাখির বাসা হয়, ওদের দেয়ার নেস্ট ওয়াজ ব্রোকেন ডাউন ডিউ টু দ্য uprootment of the tree. So they were all the birds seemed to be in a state of confusion, and on seeing all these things, the young girl, the youngest daughter of the king and the queen, Sanatombi, she felt really very sad. What happened next? The king and the queen and everyone over there saw the situation, and due to this a decision was made by the king. The king declared Sanatombi, the youngest daughter, as the future king, the Tungi Ningthou of Kanglepak. Because he always believed, ও সবসময় বিশ্বাস করতো যে একটা কিং বা একটা রাজা সে এমন হবে যার মনে এমপ্যাথি থাকবে. The king can feel the pain of everyone in his empire, including not only the people but the birds, the animals and the trees. And এই সবগুলো কোয়ালিটিস কার মধ্যে ছিল? এটা ছিল only in Sanatombi. অন্য যারা ছিল কেউ কিন্তু অতটা এমপ্যাথেটিক ছিল না. Because the eldest brother ও কি করলো, ও গাছটাকে মেরে ফেললো, বাকিরা গাছটার উপরে চড়ে গেল, কেউ গাছটাকে uproot করে নিয়ে এলো, but Sanatombi was the only one who was empathetic towards the trees. So due to all these qualities, the king declared Sanatombi as the future king of Kanglepak. So I think at the end of this chapter you got the answer. Who will be Ningthou? So the Ningthou will be Sanatombi, the youngest daughter of the king and the queen.